Hello, my name is Eric Landers and welcome. Today we're reviewing everyone's favorite store, Costco. So we're looking at Costco Wholesale, the one in the United States, even though they have different regionals websites. This is going to be Costco.com that we're looking at today. Now, I love Costco. Everyone loves Costco as far as I know. They are a cool store to go to, and they were born in retail. However, they do have an online store, and of course the world is moving from retail to kind of like online, and it's not that great, right? It's an effort, and there are so many big glaring problems on Costco.com. I figured we should just take a look at them, do a quick review of Costco.com, how they could actually implement easy changes that would actually increase conversions, increase sales tremendously. And you know, when you're playing with a big fish, the bigger the small little changes like this could amount to millions and millions of dollars. So these changes, I would assume, would produce a substantial amount of additional revenue for Costco. So let's dive into it. When we land on Costco.com, what's the first thing we see? First here, we got I'm gonna try to pause here, hot buys and today. So that's good. I really do like whenever this is, when I talk about the good stuff, hot buys, this is like, okay, cool, specials ends today. So you're using some scarcity where people are gonna be encouraged to buy right now. So this is a great first landing header. Unfortunately, what happens after that is we start to get bombarded with stuff. And now, when you're going and you're landing on an e-commerce store, usually e-commerce stores have a lot of stuff. So the main goal you should have as an e-commerce owner is to point people to what they want to buy in the quickest amount of time as possible and make it as easy as possible. More is not less. Even though a store like Costco has a ton of stuff, you want to point your users to find whatever they're looking for as fast as possible so they can add it to cart and check out in the least amounts of steps as possible. If you do that, then you're going to make the most amount of money. And as I've been here talking to you, just saying this slider has been going on and on and on and on and on. We start to get overloaded, especially you start lowering down. And look, here you got appliances, you got a television, you got a laptop, you got tires, then you got like a blender, then you got a cash back, and you got while supplies last, and what's new. We're getting bombarded left, right, center, everywhere, and the user, it's not an easy experience for people to land on the site and find what they're looking for. Instead, what I would prefer having, and what would increase conversions, is you need to eliminate all the stuff that is extra, all the stuff that is gets in the way, and instead of the Costco approach seems to be just like, hey, here's everything we have. Just throw it in your face. Just throw everything in your face, see everything you have, and see what sticks. Instead, what you want to do is you want to help the users find exactly what they're looking for as quickly as they are looking for it. So when you're usually you're gonna have the idea that less is more. So if you could eliminate all the all the stuff that you don't need and laser target onto what you do need, that's gonna make it a lot easier. You're gonna make more sales. So here, look, the slider number 2 right here, Movie Pass and Fandor. Is this really a big money maker? Do we need to have this, or could we have this somewhere else? That's not a slider I would have. I might have this, hot buys and today, that's it. You leave it on the slider and you leave it on this, and then that's the only place people could go. So when they land on the Costco homepage, and that's pretty much where most of the people are landing, they're like, oh, okay, well, what impulse buy do I make today? And then they're going to go here. As soon as you start getting a bunch of things like this, and then it just starts scrolling, people are going to start ignoring it. This is probably the worst possible slider. Like, every single piece of real estate on a homepage, especially when you have e-commerce, is going to be precious. So when you have something generic and stupid like this, merry and bright, while supplies last, it tells you nothing. So maybe it's for diamonds, maybe it's jewelry. It looks like jewelry, but what is that? It's just like a random slider that people figured, oh, well, we have space, let's just put one more. Then let's go to the next slider. Up to $200 off. This is okay, but this should be when you get into laptop category. Instead, what you want to do is you want to try to get people to that laptop category as quickly as possible, rather than putting one extra thing on the homepage. Here, App Store and iTunes, one card. This is a gift card. Why do you have this on the homepage, your main real estate? Your objective should not be to just on the homepage have these one random like one-off things. It should be to get people to their destination as quickly as possible. So if I'm looking for a TV, I'm going to the TV section. If I'm looking for books, I'm going to the book section. If I'm looking for specials and deals, and a lot of people go to Costco to look for specials and deals, they should be trying to get them to the specials and deals section. Speaking of the specials and deals section, the specials and deals section, there's two sections of it on this thing, on this site as far as I found, and it's going to be one. It's going to be here. If you hot buys and today, I'm going to open this in a different tab. And then the other one is going to be view warehouse savings. Does this, and this is another just perfect example of the Costco over complicating, making it messy. Instead of, they could just have specials. One single word, specials. Everyone knows what that is. If you just name the specials, you would click here and you say, oh, what's on special at Costco, right? Instead, it's view warehouse savings. Okay. So that's essentially taking three words and one word and turning it into three. Let's go see. All right. So as we're going to go over a homepage, we're going to go over a category page and then a product page. Now, when you are scrolling down here, once again, this is precious real estate, and it's just everything thrown at you with no real thought in mind of like, hey, how are we going to organize this? How are we going to make this easy for people to understand? Now, one way of making it easy for people to understand, one of the things that you want to have here is going to be categories. Bring people to the categories instead of just putting random ass stuff here, like while supplies last and there's a treasure chest. What is that? Are you a real multi-billion-dollar company, or are you just like a mom and pop store having like kind of like a side event? Join our treasure hunt. No, here when you walk into Costco stores, from recollection, I'm assuming most of them are, it's going to be televisions. So this should be the category shop for televisions. Here, after that, you kind of get into like business stuff and more car and industrial thing. This might be office furniture. Then you're gonna have maybe you're gonna have a laptop section. There's gonna be shop computers and electronics. Then you're gonna get into more household items. Here be shop household items. After that, I think it's gonna be food. So you can get groceries here, grocery category. Then it's gonna be you're kind of circling around. I'm going like visually. You know how you've gone through a Costco store and you kind of like you always go around in that same pattern. Make it like this, but put the categories here so you could skip to that part of the store you want to go. Here you could have. Where is it? Now we're into maybe supplements at the end, and here we could have, I don't know, I think we're done, or maybe we're gonna have different types of foods, and then after that we're gonna have supplements, and maybe we have like outdoor if you have another outdoor. Make these categories and easy to recognize categories, so when you land on here, it's like, oh, I want to go here. Also, they are using every single, like, look, the designer that made this obviously didn't make this. This is like you need some sort of cohesion. Like there needs to be a continuity. These graphics are not made all by the same person. Like this might have not been made by the same person that made this, and it might be a different person that made this and a different person that made this. When you're on a homepage of a billion-dollar company, you are expecting some sort of uniformity. It makes it difficult for the user because he has to readjust to like every single design. Here it just seems as if everything was thrown on. You want to have the same person design all your icons and make these categories, so when people land on your homepage, the one thing you want to get is like, oh, hot buys, awesome, I got hot buys from Costco, I know I'm going to save big, ends today, really, this is what I would emphasize, and you can go see all your specials. Cool. After that, if you're not going for specials, you're going to go and you're going to find the category you want to buy. What do you want to buy? Now, I know you have a menu here and you have a bunch of you have a big menu here. We'll get back to that soon. This is actually not that greatly done, but anyways, then so you want to make the categories. After that, featured new items. First of all, it sounds weird. Featured new items. Is that really what you would want to say? And for a store the size of Costco, you don't want to have new items. You're probably getting like, how many new items are you getting per day, right? Probably hundreds, thousands maybe. Like new items is ridiculous for the store the size of Costco. Instead, and also like you end up getting stuff that people are not looking for. What are the odds that your new item of the day is going to be exactly what the user wants to find? Instead, your whole focus should be trying to figure out what this person wants as quickly as possible. If you want, you could even do Geoip targeting. meaning you look up the IP of the person that is searching and you look up the region, and then for that specific region you figure out what they need. For instance, I'm in Canada right now, so I have an IP address from Canada. We just had a snowstorm. Here you want to have a snowblower, you want to have a shovel, you want to have something for the winter tires, and you want to have something else based on my IP. If you are in summer in the middle of Florida, you might want to have stuff for tailgating, or you might want to have outdoor gear. You want to specify it and try to figure out what that person wants. A week before Christmas, you're going to have Christmas gifts here. Like this, you want to figure out what the person wants as quickly as possible and eliminate everything else. Right here, they are wasting, once again, very, very, very precious real estate space here. This is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Is the casual person going to walk into Costco.com and be like, oh yeah, sure, let me go to Costco.com. Oh, $500,000 necklace here. That's exactly what I was looking for. No. And therefore, you are wasting precious real estate. You're essentially losing money because your e-commerce store sucks. All right, moving on. Featured products. This can sometimes be okay, but once again, for the size of Costco, you don't want to just start throwing random things at people. You want to figure out what they want. Now, once again, and on top of that, they have more sliders because they're like, oh, well, what if you want to just scroll through more stuff? Yeah, people don't want to go to their site and just hang out, right? They don't want to go and be like, oh yeah, let me go here. They want to find what they want as quickly as possible. Once again, then we land here. Is this a category? I don't know. I don't even know what's happening over here. I don't know. I mean, do I have Scribble? Scribble. Desk Scribble. There we go. We're gonna load up Desk Scribble. What is this? What is this section? Is this a category section? Is this like a battery section? What is this? It's like people are just throwing like random stuff onto here and trying to figure out like, okay, cool. We're just gonna throw a bunch of random stuff till you kind of find something that you like. And this doesn't look like it was designed by the same person as this. You just eliminate this. If anything, take a page from Amazon. Like this could be your last viewed items. So if I go to Amazon and I will go recommendations for you and books based on my IP and what my IPs browsed for before. New gifts, because it's the gift section. It's a gift time. And then what are you gonna have? Last viewed here. Your recently viewed items. I've been on Costco for about an hour now. I've been viewing stuff on Costco. They're not here. There's nothing. There's no like of items that I've viewed on Costco. Nothing's here. Instead, they're like trying to throw everything at you in the hopes that something's gonna happen. Sponsored items. Why do you have sponsored items here? Like, who are you making money by sponsoring? Like, I don't understand. Like, are people paying you so much that to sponsor items that it's worth having a section on your homepage of sponsor items? Probably not. And then you get to the bottom, which is perfectly fine. Your footer, honestly, it's nothing amazing, but it's not gonna make or break you. In fact, your homepage is pretty bad. Then the last part I haven't even talked about is well, actually, before I do that, one of the most important things is going to be the header. So header, what I do like is we do have a giant search bar like this. This is great, and this is what people use when they want to find stuff. Let's say I want to find office table, right? I could just type it in, and it's even going to give me suggestions. Not bad, but what if I want to see the entire category? You might want to have an option here that says view more, view entire category. But this is good. The next thing is sign in, register. This is huge, but are people just going to go to Costco and register? No, you don't. You don't just have the word sign in here, and that's it. You could even omit all this and sometimes just have cart, because the only times people are creating accounts on Costco.com is when they're adding stuff to cart. So when you go and you add a product to the cart and then you're ready to pay and get out, that's when you create an account. People don't just rely on the homepage and say, oh yeah, let me register. No. If they might want to sign in, if they want to check stuff, so you just keep sign in, but remove register. The other thing, as I mentioned before, this little part right here, we want to simplify all of Costco. So this, instead of just view warehouse savings, it should just be written specials. Find a warehouse is okay. Get email offers is absolutely ridiculous. No one's clicking on that and saying like, oh yeah, let me just give him my email so he can start spamming me. No one's saying that. No one's doing that. Customer service is okay. You want to eliminate all the stuff that doesn't need to be there. Now, in terms of eliminating stuff that doesn't need to be there and that could be somewhere else, we have find a warehouse right here. Let me use a different color. All right, we got find a warehouse right here, right? Cool, cool, cool. And then we have the locations. Now, if you could explain to me what the difference is between locations and find a warehouse, I would be very interested in knowing. I actually don't know. Maybe locations also includes the headquarters, maybe. But find a warehouse and locations, to me, same thing. So remove one of them and save on space, because the less that you put on the homepage, the easier it is for people to figure out what they're looking for and to focus on, or else this is overloading. All right, speaking of overloading, now I understand this is retail and also online, so we got to cater to both, because you're going to get both people looking for online and retail, right? So things like membership might be interesting, but what you could do is you could separate it with a slightly different color or even icons. Like, what you want to do is make sure that you got the e-commerce portion in one, very obvious. So let's say you want to browse the e-commerce, it could all be this bluish green. You could just keep it like shop all departments, grocery, and we're gonna break it down. And then when you're getting into retail stuff, you might want to make it a slightly different color. So here, the membership, the background color for membership might be gray. Locations, it might be gray. And if you do that, then when people land on it, they're gonna be like, okay, cool. If I'm buying stuff, I know I need to go here. And for anything that deals with like physical retail store, then I know it's a different color. It's just like a very easy way to help the user focus on what they need to find. So let's keep on moving, and look at the menu. So menu, once again, what you want to do is you want to help people find what they're looking for. Now, when people land on your page, are they really looking for business delivery or optical? Now, I know a lot of people are going to be looking for optical stuff, but optical should be within a department. It kind of is. It's a big department within the department, but it is within a department. Same thing with pharmacy. That is the pharmacy department. Doesn't that make sense, right? No? It wouldn't the photo department also be, photo? It's a department, right? Wouldn't travel? These are all departments within the thing. So some of them might be bigger, but what you want to do is you want to kind of bring it out and make this as simple as possible. If I go to Amazon, let me go. They are the world's biggest or one of the world's biggest retailers, right? When you land on here, look here, departments. That's it. Now I got the browsing history, you got last deals, gift cards, and all that. But here they have departments, and I guarantee you, Amazon sells more things than Costco. Costco sells a shitload of things. Now I don't usually say that. Costco, you are a big fish in the pond. But I'm pretty sure in terms of like quantities of items, and I don't have real numbers to base this, but I believe that Amazon sells basically everything under the sun, and Costco, you sell almost everything under the sun, but like Amazon sells at least the same amount. And here, Amazon has managed to keep it very simple. So when people land, like, what am I looking for? They could break it down in very easy to define categories, even though they sell absolutely everything. But Costco, for some reason, the menu is completely overloaded. So if I'm shopping for a television, let's say I'm going here and I'm like, let me go with television. I'm still seeing groceries and all this. This is just, it's overloaded stuff. You want to keep it and you want to make this as simple as possible. So keep what you absolutely need. And if anything, go shop all departments and get rid of all the superfluous stuff. I'm trying to forget that word. So let's move into an actual category. Let's go look at the hot buys. Now, this is unacceptable, right? When you land on this, I clicked on the hot buys, right? We found 33 results for hot buy 1212. You're a $1 billion company. What? Like, does that even make sense? And on top of that, this is instead the hot buys. When I'm on the homepage, it says hot buys limited time, right? Ends today. When I land over here, what I want to see is a giant header here, like a giant, like little, like I need a thing that says here, and I want to re-emphasize what I just saw on the homepage. Here it should say giant, last chance, 24 hours left, ends today. These sales on these items. It should not be, we found 33 results for hot buy 1212. Now I understand this is how you made it. You essentially added tags to these products, and then you did a search. And the search query, like I understand the mechanics. I work with e-commerce every single day. But for a $1 billion company, you should have something coded. You should have a special category. It should not look like we found 33 results for hot buy 1212. What kind of crap is that? Let's keep on moving. What are you suggesting? So hot buys, what I saw on the homepage, let me go back to this friggin' slider, it moves all the time. I saw a fridge, I saw a television, cool barbecue, and an espresso machine. When I land here, I have a cover kit, I have an espresso machine, and I have a car something here, and I have a thing that I have no idea what this is. Bio Bidet Elite 3. What is that? Like, are you trying to confuse people? See, the most precious real estate that you have on your entire e-commerce store is going to be the homepage. On that homepage, it's going to be the main screen that you show. So this is the flow that you're taking people to. It's essentially, this is the equivalent of you coming to my store, you come to my store, and then the first place I bring you is like the outhouse in the back that where I store all my garbage. This is garbage, this might have been cool because I saw it on the homepage, right? Do I have any of the TV? Where's the TV? Like, I thought I had hot buys. I thought I had a TV. So the entire e-commerce seems like an afterthought. I see a 4K TV here, but when I go here, I have a car kit cover and I have this plastic thingy here. What is that? That makes no sense. You should have, if anything, when you land here, if it should be TVs, I should see TVs, I should see fridges, I should see espressos, I should see that. And less is more. So, look, this looks like an electric penis. What is this? This is ridiculous. Okay, cool. Now we're getting to TVs, and even then the TVs don't look like they were all taken by the same picture. Like, this is a picture of outdoors, this is a picture of a TV, and this picture is of like another outdoors, and then we get a barbecue here and a TV. This is so weird. See how everything is thrown together? Why do we have, okay, look, why does it go outdoor TV, indoor furniture, outdoor fridge, television, safe? Or no, is that a safe? I don't even know. Yeah, safe. What is that? Like, the words like escaped my, like, why don't we have like why aren't there categories? Why aren't things organized? Why aren't things together? Like, why don't we just start with the televisions on top, right? Hot buys ends in 24 hours. You have a countdown. Use a countdown. Ends in 24 hours. Buy today. Ends at midnight, 12% Eastern time. You do that, people are going to be paying attention to your specials, and they're going to pull out their wallet and be like, oh shit, what do I buy within the next 12 hours? Then you want to have all the TVs that you got at the top, because people saw a TV. Cool, TV. And then after that, what else did we have? We had fridges, right? Then you got fridges. You got a line of fridges. 4 or 5 fridges, specials, and tonight. Then we got espresso machines, put more espresso machines. And after that, we had barbecues. I don't know why you would have barbecues when it's wintertime in North America, but you got barbecues. And then you would have that. And then cut it. That's it. For some reason, look, this is blowing my mind. This is how much they don't give a shit about their e-commerce store. Is here they have resolution. So I'm clicking on hot specials, and for some reason you got all these filters here. Resolution, right? Okay, cool. This is useful. Yeah, for sure. In fact, when I'm looking at specials, what do people care about specials? They care about the category. This is good, but don't limit it. Don't have like this. Like, if you have, you know, like, if let's say I want televisions, like, show more options. There we go. This should just be full out here with the categories, and have more things within the categories and just less categories. The thing that people really, really don't care about is going to be price. If you have a crazy special on a television, I'm not expecting it to be $25 and under, right? I'm not, people don't care about price depending, because it varies by item. Like, if I'm buying, I don't know, cashews, or I'm buying almonds, then yeah, don't give me $25,000 almonds. But if I'm buying, you know, like, it doesn't make sense. If you need to compare apples with apples, and price has absolutely no point in being here. Available locations, bin capacity, brand, all this stuff here. No, it makes absolutely, women's sizes. What if I'm looking for a TV and you're giving me the option to sort by women's sizes? It makes no sense. So the most important category in place in real estate, the whole Costco store, is wasted. I didn't even go to like optimizing for Google. Oh, by the way, that is another thing. If we look at the title of this homepage, it says "Welcome to Costco Wholesale." So that means that essentially the only thing that Google is going to rank the homepage for on Costco is if they find something here and there's a description, and if it doesn't find it anywhere else, you're barely going to get love for that. But instead, you should be using the homepage title to describe what you are about. Because when the homepage ranks for something, it will pass on more juice. You're going to get more benefits to your subpages. So for instance, if you're selling televisions, computers, and all that, if you just change this title to like Costco Wholesale, home of televisions, appliance, outdoor furniture, optical stuff, and a few other things, and you just kind of like name your major big umbrella categories, that's going to give more relevance to Google. So when people are typing in let's say televisions, it's going to help your inner place ranking even more. Like this TV and tuners free display area is going to rank better if you're also mentioning it on televisions, because the internal link that is passing from the homepage to the department here is going to be better. Let's look at Amazon. If I go to Amazon, they're doing it. Amazon.com, online shopping for electronics. They mentioned electronics, apparel, computer, books, and DVDs, and more. See, they are fitting some sort of stuff on their homepage. You guys, whoever put this together just doesn't know SEO or didn't think about it and just decided to put like, hey, Costco Wholesale. Cool, we're done. See ya. When I go to like the category page, this category page, if I look at the title, it actually says Hot Buy 1212. This is what you're trying to rank on Google. Hot Buy 1212. That's a keyword, right? That's what people are looking for. So you're just wasting so much. Now, let me go to an actual category. So we're going to go to TV tuner category. So this is where you put all your televisions. Now, when I land on this, people might be looking for TVs. And once again, okay, when I land on it, it's a little overwhelming. Now, I've mentioned this before, but I'm in the televisions category right now, and I'm being mentioned that, a grocery, optical, all this stuff right here is stuff that you want to eliminate this. You want to just laser focus onto whatever category you're in. So when you want to remove the distractions and just show them what you want to buy. So they are looking for televisions and TV and free displays. And the title here is, do people really type in tuner free displays? See, in Google, what you want to do to rank better and to rank better and get a lot more traffic is you want to optimize for what people are looking for. So people definitely might be typing in TVs. Cool, good on you. But are they typing in tuner free displays? What does anyone type in tuner free? What is that? That makes no sense. If anything, it should be TVs, or it should just be televisions. The best, and then you should have a small little piece of text that talks about television. So you should be using the word TV. Look, let's rewrite this. It should be TVs and all size of televisions that for home and business, right? Or something like that. You should have a title that reflects and that includes real vocabulary that people might be looking for. After that, once you land on here, you're being bombarded by ads, right? So this Costco's concierge service, and this is weird. It's like advertisement, and then you got another offer right here, and then you got this other bar right here, which is weird. All new Vizio Smartcast. People don't know what this is. People don't know and care. Like, this should definitely not be here. This might be cool, but whoever made this is absolutely retarded, because this price right here should be in like bright bold. This should be popping out. This is your big money making price, right? If this is your special offer, why is this picture blended in so badly that you can't see? I don't know who's doing graphics, but they need to be replaced, right? This is ridiculous. This should be bright. It should be, can I even draw it? 3, like it should be in red or blue, or this should pop out in the eye. So when you land here, you're like, oh wow, this is great. This is what I want to find. All right, now, as I'm not even down the page, but here's the biggest problem that I just mentioned before. When you're shopping for a TV, what do you care about? Like, the person walks in, your job is to help them find that TV as quickly as possible, right? Because they're at Costco, they're online, now they want to find a TV. So what are they thinking? They walk in, they're like, okay, well, I want a 65-inch TV, and I want it by Samsung or LG, right? This is typically what they're gonna want, or maybe they even want a 4K TV, right? So you don't really know, but the major categories that people walk in with, they know they want some sort of size. That's for sure. They want some sort of size. They want typically a few brands that they recognize, and that's pretty much it, right? Size, brand, maybe 4K or not, and then after that, they might have a price option. So what you present instead is look, The whole show more options here is borderline ridiculous. Don't make people click more than they need. Just give them the options right away. Let me clear this out. Now, look. Here are your options. Now, first of all, you need to scroll all the way down for the options, but put the best options. People don't care about price. The fact that you have $25 to $50 here and you have one, this is ridiculous. Like, I don't walk in looking for a TV and say like, oh yeah, I'm gonna sort by price. Let me just look at the televisions that are between $25 and $50. It's probably not a television, it's probably like a remote. Let's do it. Let's go see what happens. This is a warranty. So, what, really? Okay, cool. So this, you don't want to start way by price. Price should be below. Price should be right. It should be at the bottom or nearby. Instead, when you land, the first thing you should see is going to be screen size. Screen size. There you go. This is what people want to see, and it should be. You should have maybe most of the options, or have a 60 plus. There you go. Let's go here. Okay, cool. This is what we want to see. This whole thing, like TV and tuner-free displays, all TVs, you want to have this, and make it really simple. 70 inches or above. 70 inches or above. It's between 60 and 69 inches. 55 and between 55 and 50 or something, and then 40 and below. Like, make 3 of them. Make it really easy, and that's it. Like, you should not have warranties here. You should not have new items. And if anything, this is okay. Screen size. The first thing that people want to know is just screen size. So this is good. Shop by size. Right when you land here, you're okay. Shop by size, 70 above. Someone's actually thought of this. Very good. Someone's thought of this, but it should be on the left-hand side, not here, because people don't want to do that. Instead, you want to have brands. So, oh my God, do you just not have the technology to enable it to be like have? This is exactly it. So this part right here. So someone thought the same thing that I'm just thinking right now. See, shop by size, shop by brand. Someone had this idea, but did you not have the technology just to put like it over here? Is that too hard? Just all this big real estate space. This is, once again, very, 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 very precious real estate. You want to put this important stuff as high as possible. This should not be here. This whole thing should not be here. It should be on the small little menu on the left-hand side right here. So when you land on it, it should just be like, here, what size do you want here, and which brands do you like? So brands, I want to be able to select and have a box. I like Samsung, I like LG. What? Why? Okay. Why did you refresh the page when I clicked? Look, Samsung, I like LG, and it should just be go or something, or filter. So then you show me Samsung and LG screens. Perfect. Wow. All right, now let's keep on scrolling through the category. You're showing me a bunch of TVs, and are they all over the place, or is it categorized? Is there like some sort of like coherence together? I'm gonna start LG, Samsung. Okay, I guess you're going by size. That's gonna be okay. Are you going by size? No, you're not going by size. I was gonna say you're going by brand, but you're not going by brand. What's happening? Look, what's happening? Honestly, look. At first I thought you were going by size because you start with the 86 and it's 85. I was like, yeah, cool, that makes sense. Let's just go by size. But then you throw in a 75. Then you go back to 82. So I was like, okay, well, that's out the window. Then I was like, okay, well, you're going by brand. But no, you get LG, Samsung, LG, Vizio. What's happening here? Why? Why can't you just have some sort of freaking coherence? Why can't, you're going to go by size, go by size. Oh, it's sort by price to low. This is so weird. Price high to low. Okay, so it's going by price. That's why. This is really, really, really weird. All right, cool. Sorting by price. My bad. All right, let's go look at an actual product. Actually, before we do that, what I'm expecting to find is for search engines, you want to optimize this page. You want to have something. The title is horrible here because it says tuner-free displays. But you want to also, you want it to be TVs and televisions for home and office by Samsung, LG. You want to mention your brands, if possible. You want to mention your televisions. Don't use superfluous words like tuner-free displays. What does that mean? Then what I'm looking for is a piece of text. Perfect, like this. That's actually going to put some words on the page because you don't want to just list categories like product. You want to have actual text. You do have text. You have internal linked things, which are wrong, by the way. Look, I'm highlighting this. It says 24-inch TVs and it's linking to 32-inch and below. These internal links are stupid. And then For some reason, you have sponsor. Why is this here? What are you doing, Costco? Why is this here? Like this should not be here. Sponsored items, and you're putting cameras. Are you trying to kill yourselves? Because that's how you lose sales. Wow. All right. Let's go look at actual TV. Now, we're clicking this. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. So this might be one of the. This is a product page. I'm assuming most product pages are going to be like this. So when you're on a product page, you want to focus on selling that item and making it as easy as possible. And if a person doesn't want that item, then you want to show them something else that they might want to buy, right? This is your main objective. So the major things that I'm seeing, first of all, once again, I mean, I need to mention this. When you're shopping for a TV, you're on the TV page. You don't want to you don't want to have all this crap up here. This is not conducive. It clutters the eye. It makes you focus on different things. The next thing is when I'm landing here, why is this so big? Like, look, this whole thing right over here. Giant. Because I realize this is a picture. It says 86-inch, 4K. You can't even see the bottom of the picture because this picture is so bad. They implemented the specs of this picture of this TV at the top, and they put a ton of space. First of all, it looks pixelated because it's just, it's a different resolution. And then you kind of have to scroll down. Like what I should be able to do is when I land on this page, I should be able just to see the TV and then be able to see the different views of the TV. So like this picture and this picture, I shouldn't have to scroll down to go see that. So this first picture here is ridiculous. The people that are doing this at the top is dumb. Now I do understand why it's being done, right? Like the reason I'm sure you're doing it is because it makes it easier to navigate right here, right? But this picture, you should have the technology to be able to have this show up here. Like you can keep this from showing up here. You can have tags. You can have some programmer. I'm sure you have a programmer probably at Costco that will program this same thing to pop up above every single television. Above every single television, you can have this popping up exactly like it's here and pulling it from the specs. You could have a specification where that just auto generates this. So when you're landing on this page, you don't get this stupid picture, or that just shows up here. Or if you want to make it different and you want to just keep this using a picture, then this preview picture on a category page is different than the first picture that shows up here. The first picture that shows up here should be something like this. And you want to be able to scroll through and navigate through the pictures without having to scroll down. So that's going to be the first thing. You got a bunch of wasted real estate space right over here doing absolutely, this is nothing. This should be higher up, right? Because the easier it is for people to consume, the better you're going to do. The next thing you're going to want to work on and take a look is this is this is like e-commerce 101. You want to make your shopping cart button right here at the cart. This is your money making button. This is the most important button on the entire site. Add to friggin' cart here. This button is the same as this color and as this color and as this color. It's the same button. It's the same color as all your buttons. You want to make this color stand out. You want it to be different. You want it to be bright, and you want the eye to focus on that when you land here. So I want the color. Actually, I'm going to take this off. Disable flux. I want the color to be able to stand out. See how this TV has bright colors? I want this to be a bright color. Have a color. Maybe this could be red, like the Costco red. Have a Costco red button here. Maybe red isn't the best color to use. Have an orange. Orange works well. Let's go here. Let's say I'm going here and I'm like, I want to go buy a drone. Let's go take a look at Mavic drone. Here we have what pops out on this page, right? This is all very small text. You got the red here. You have this one button right here. It's bright and orange. It pulls the eye. When you are looking around here, what draws your eyes? You have the image of the drone, and then you got one buy button. Very evident, very big here. This is the eye. When you are here, where does the eye go? Like I'm over here, the eye is kind of like, it's all over here. You're looking at TV. This kind of blends. This will blend in with the rest of the store. So this is a big no. Just changing this could increase your entire store's conversion. You could be making more money tomorrow just by improving and split testing the colors of the button. Now, I don't know which color is going to work the best, but something orange is typically surefire winners. Even maybe something red, something that will work, maybe a green. I don't know. The next thing is, this is probably going to be your money make. These are your sales. Like, why should I buy a TV from Costco? Now, I know that you guys have a few selling points, but you're not telling the customers your selling points. Like, first, $500 cash card and free white glove delivery, written in small text. This should stand out a lot more than just this green little typed in text here, while supplies last. Now, the other thing that is a big reason that people buy TVs from Costco is going to be this, the Costco services. Now, this icon right here, this little button right here, this picture here, super confusing. Way too much text. It is extremely confusing. What you should be saying and conveying to the customer as soon as they land here, this should be easier. Should be able to see the exact product a lot easier and go through the pictures. Then it should be like, hey, why do you want to buy from Costco? If you buy from us, you're going to get the best price. We're going to give you a $500 gift card. We're going to deliver it to you for free. I do like the term white glove delivery. It sounds special. And you get an extra warranty on us. While other people are making you pay for extra warranties, we're just going to give you an extra warranty, right? If you just say this right off the top, then people are like, oh, cool. But now people have to kind of guess and piece together, why would I buy from you guys as opposed to some other place? It's not obvious. All right. And as I scroll through, this is going to be the absolute worst. This right here, look, you're literally pulling, click here for more information. Too lazy to create a description, so just click here for more details. And then this is pulled, LG supplies this. This is supplied directly from LG, and I think it's actually hosted on LG's site. Go and inspect for element. I think this is actually from LG's website that they're pulling this, which is ridiculous. You should be writing your own descriptions. It makes no sense that you would be pulling descriptions from another company and just copy pasting it in here. Also, what do people care about? They care about reviews. So the big thing that people care about are going to be the images. How am I going to get it? Is it in stock? All that jazz. And when I'm scrolling through the pictures, this is okay. This is the first picture I see. But then this should not be the second picture. Should this even be a picture? Do people really care about the Energy Guide yearly cost when they are like browsing for TVs? No, this is retarded. People care about what it looks like. I want to see original pictures. I want to see this. Maybe I even want to see the picture of a box, Costco box in the store. I want to see a picture of the TV in a living room, and I do want to see, like, look, this is important to me. Having the display, like can I zoom in? Like, you should have a close-up picture of like how you connect it, the easy connections in the back. That I care about. So as a customer, you're really lacking in terms of like showing and selling your items. It's just like, oh, let's just put it there, hope people buy. All right, now moving on. What do people care about on the product page? Well, people care about the reviews. This is going to be a major thing. Now, the reviews here, there's only 4. They are completely kind of like, they're hidden at the bottom. While Amazon has the reviews bright front and center right here, a ton of reviews. They have pictures. They're going to have, how many reviews do they have on this one? They have 720 reviews. This is what sells products, questions and answers. Here we have 4 reviews, which is actually more than I kind of expected, but everything is blue. It's not, and you have to kind of like, you have to make it bigger. They're not just showing it to you. They're like, okay, they're hidden away unless you click here. And then you have, I cannot recommend this TV. Well, if I'm a store and I say I cannot recommend this TV, I would have a Costco staff replying to this. Essentially, this is kind of like recommended feedback, and I would reply to Craig777 saying, hey, Craig777, I'm sorry you had a bad experience. Maybe there's something we could do. Can we help you out? Or did you try this? At least having a reply, that makes this guy seem valid, but then at the same time seem like, okay, well, we're trying to figure out what went wrong because we know it's a really good TV. This will help your sales quite a bit. Also, originally posted on LG.com, I definitely don't trust this review if it's just pulled from a different site. Now, shipping and returns, whatever, that's fine. Similar products. Oh, and then that's where you end. Then you kind of give up. Similar products, and that's where you give up. Why are you giving up here? If people are at the bottom of the page, then they're typically just going to leave. They're not going to be click on like, oh yeah, similar products. This is good to have, but what you want to have is, hey, you recently viewed this and this and this. So you want to have a recently viewed products. Eliminate this whole bar thing. Like, no one uses this. What you want to have is different tabs. So at the bottom, similar products. People who viewed this television ended up buying this other television. So people who viewed this ended up buying this. Like your best seller in a category, similar products. Then you have another widget that says best category, best thing. Then you have another one that says your history, and then another one maybe recommended for you, another one that's bundles, and another one that's special. At the bottom, this is essentially, if they get down here, it means like this is where, look, this section right here is where people are clicking on the X to go to leave and to get out, because they've gone through and they're like, nah, I'm not sure, right? One thing you could do, there's a few things you could do. Now, one, you could have a button here that says buy, add to cart. Maybe they got to the bottom, they're like, okay, cool, now I'm ready to buy it. So you might want to have another buy button right down here. If they're not, then you want to salvage a sale and show them something else. So show them more things. You don't want to have this. This is not showing them more things. You want to have different bars. They say, like, look, people who bought this ended up buying this. Now, am I pulling this from, is this very similar to what Amazon does? Yes, but that's, frequently bought together. This is because people use this a lot. They buy this, they're like, oh, I want to buy this too. So maybe when you have someone's buying a TV, you could also have what else are they buying? Like maybe they're buying a couch, maybe they're buying a Blu-ray player, maybe they're buying something else with it. That could be interesting. But customers who bought this also bought this. But what I'm looking for and what would be useful for you is going to be, they might not be using it right here. They might not have it. I want to have, here we go. Customers who viewed this also viewed this item. This is a very good one. And here's going to be your browsing history. So that's something you want to have the history. So if someone's viewed 4 or 5 TVs before this, then they want to go back, it's very easy for them. But the one I prefer and the one I like is people who looked at this thing ultimately bought this. So, ultimately people who were interested in this 85-inch TV or 86-inch TV ultimately bought the Samsung 85-inch, right? Or something. That's the category people care about, because they don't know what to decide and say, oh, other people shopping had the same idea as me, ended up buying this one. Let me go check that one out. This is going to help you save sales. So now, let's do one last thing. We're going to click add to cart and see what happens. Add it to cart. All right. Recommended for you. Not bad. Okay. Once again, you want to have a different color. View cart. Now let's go see. Are you going to just ask me? Okay. See, you're kind of doing it here. Someone's had a sliver of an idea where here, and this looks really weird, but now you have a different color for checkout. Here it stands out. Different color for checkout. Shipping, white glove. Cool. And now you have recently viewed. It's like these things are like almost there. Almost. Now it does look really weird. Like someone needs to I hope you guys all agree that this section visually looks really friggin' weird, right? Continue shopping, checkout. Continue shopping, checkout. There's just so much stuff. You might want to eliminate this, but I do understand if you get a huge thing, you might want to have the checkout button. But I might even remove it just to continue shopping. You might want to play around and try to tweak this up a bit. Have a rule. Here's how you do it. Okay, cool. Here's how you fix it. Now, let me clear it. If there's only one item, if there's only 2 items, you don't have. If you're gonna see it twice, if you don't have one item, then only show one of these. So if you're gonna have one item, then remove this one. Like remove this. There you go. Perfect. So if you only have 1 or 2 items listed here, this does not show up, right? You get checkout, you get estimated order, bam, bam, bam. It's all perfect. If you have multiple items, let's say you're having 100 items or something, then you have both buttons. Very easy to consume, very easy to program. Someone could do that within 30 minutes, and then it makes it a lot easier. Now I'm sure you're gonna ask to register. Let's click here, sign in. All right, cool. So this is perfectly fine, but typically you want to make it so they don't even have to go create a new account. Just start the new creation account process or have the sign in. So instead of making them click another time, create account, just bring them, have the whole create account, have the whole creating account here, a very, very, very easy process. And then at the top right over here, have, hey, are you an existing member? Now you could just sign in right here. So have this box, over here. have it just move onto the right here. So if they're not a member, then they could start signing up right away. You're saving a step. And if they are, they could just enter the email and just sign in, right? Very easy. You're saving them a step. So the idea, the whole concept is to bring the user to what they want as fast as possible, save them the amount of clicks, and you're going to make a lot more money. So my name is Eric Lanchas. I hope you guys have enjoyed this Costco review. Man, for a billion-dollar company, these guys, their e-commerce store really needs some dire help. The SEO is abominable. It's horrible. With the titles. I didn't even look at the images, but I'm sure they're not optimized as well. The conversions point of view just seems like a complete afterthought. I don't know what they're thinking of when you're making these categories. It just seems like they're throwing things at the wall, and because people like Costco, they're gonna go with it, but it's nowhere near optimized. They are leaving so much money on the table. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. Subscribe for more. If you guys have liked it, show me a like. If you have any comments, leave them down below. My name is Eric Lanchas, and I will talk to you soon. Take care.